The ospreys,
Oh, is that what it was?
that's what I heard, I don't know. I don't know how that goes.
Something happened with that.
You're on, Dan.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the April 17th, 2024 meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. As soon as our clerk, Sam Stryver, gets through reading the governor's directives concerning these meetings, we'll do a roll call of the members who are present, and we'll be reviewing the applications this afternoon. All right, Sam?
Pursuant to Governor Healy's March 29, 2023 signing of the Acts of 2023, extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law C-30A, Para 20, until March 31, 2025, this meeting of the Chatham Historic Business District Commission is being conducted in person and via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that people who would like to listen to the meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 456-024-837 hashtag, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Chatham TV, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with the town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Sam. All right, first order of business, as I said, will be the roll call. And we have Tim Gilmore, our first alternate.
Tim Gilmore's present.
Our Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin is present.
Our Clerk, Sam Stryver.
Sam Stryver is present.
And regular member, Doug Grattan.
Doug Ratton is present.
And also the chair is here, Dan Silva, finally. We're not, so we're not expecting Bob. All righty, so first order of business, folks, would be the minutes. As soon as those are approved, we'll move right on to the applications. And when our clerk, Sam Stryver, reads your application, we ask that you move to one of the podiums on our right, introduce yourself, and give us a brief synopsis of what your proposed project is. The first order of business will be the minutes, as I said, and those are of April 4th, I believe. 3rd, yeah, April 3rd, 14th, like 17th. Okay, I got it. All right. Are there any
I have no.
alteration? Nothing? Anybody? No?
Doug Ratton would like to make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Ready to vote? Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
Dan Silva votes to approve as well. Thank you. All righty. Sam, where are we?
Well, we have quite a number of signs. The first one of which is 24-030, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing ground sign located at 907 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Jason Perillo with Pro Sign Service.
All righty.
So we're here for signs for Bank of America. The intent here is basically a facelift of the existing signs. There's no changes in quantity or sizes. I know that we did a separate application for each sign, so there's 5 items. There's the ground sign, there's the 3 wall signs on the kiosk, and then there's just the door graphics, which are really mostly just informational, regulatory type of stuff. It's not really meant to, advertise or be a sign necessarily. So the freestanding sign is just a face change. The existing face is like all vinyl, and the new one is a bit of an upgrade. It's aluminum with push-through acrylic lettering, and it'll still use the existing external lighting. There's no internal illumination here. The colors are different. Before it was like this metallic silver, and now it's a color called Garbo silver, but it's really more of like an ivory color. And then you'll have the red and blue Bank of America lettering and logo. So that's the freestanding sign.
Okay, so that's 24-030?
Yep.
Okay, and how about 31, 24-031? That's the application to replace existing roof sign.
We have to vote on each application, correct?
Yeah.
We are going to do it? We're not going to combine them?
I don't think we
this
can.
one.
Okay, all righty. Okay, all right.
So Doug, I'll make a motion to signs, application 24-030, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing ground sign located at 907 Main Street as presented.
I'll second the motion, but I don't know if we have to discuss it.
Oh, I'm
Well, I'd
sorry.
like to find out
Sorry about that.
a little
That's
bit.
okay. Motion's made and we can discuss it.
I apologize.
Unless anybody else, I mean, I'm just curious about this aluminum, the field of the sign is aluminum?
Yes.
And the letter is etched out and a piece of plastic is pushed through?
Exactly.
Is that what you?
Exactly.
So how come in the presentation, the existing sign looks like it isn't illuminated, but it is illuminated?
Well,
And the proposed sign isn't illuminated internally,
yep.
except for the lettering.
Yeah. The existing sign is a polycarbonate plastic face that is typically used for an internally illuminated sign, but it's not internally illuminated. It's externally illuminated with that floodlight that's above it.
So it would look like
Yeah.
what's shown there.
Yeah.
Why does that look whiter?
It's just the way it looks on the drawing. It's really more of like an ivory color. It's not, and like I said, it's not internally lit at all. It's just gonna have that external floodlight above it.
So it's an aluminum color like
Yes.
like the frame of the brown
Yep.
sign.
Yep.
So that all matches?
Yes,
Okay, and that's true for all of these?
yes,
Okay.
yep.
All right.
Doug?
I don't have any questions.
Tim?
No question.
Darcy?
No questions.
And I have no questions as well. So we have a motion on the floor that's been seconded.
Yes.
All right, Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam?
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Dan Silva votes to approve as well. All right, now we can move on to 24-031. Sam?
Oh, excuse me a minute while I get, if I don't put this back together again, I'll be swamped. So 24-031, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service, application to replace the existing roof sign on the front of the structure located at 907 Main Street. Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Okay, it's up to you now.
Okay, great. So this one is also just replacing the existing front roof sign. This sign also has that external floodlight above it, so that would stay the same. And the colors would be the same. The construction of these is just a tiny bit different than the pylon face in that the background is aluminum like the pylon, except for on these, the lettering is also aluminum. So it's dimensional lettering applied to the aluminum background. And the color, like I said, the colors are the same.
Okay, thank you. Tim?
The application states the back of the sign will be finished since it's exposed. Is this gonna be the same ivory color?
Yes.
As on the front?
Yep.
Okay. No further questions.
Darcy?
I have no questions.
Sam?
No questions.
No questions.
And I have no questions as well.
So Doug Rat will make a motion on the signs, application 24-031, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the front of the structure located at 907 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion's made and seconded.
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Strybert votes to approve.
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
And Dan Silva vote to approve as well. All right, Sam?
Sign number 24-032, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the west side of the structure located at 907 Main Street. Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, sir.
Okay, so here we go. This is the, I believe this would be the right side sign, exact same construction as the front. And this one has no illumination at all. So there's no floodlight, we're not adding one, so it'll just be the same, just the wall sign.
Already.
West.
Yeah, sure, yeah, that makes more sense, sure.
Tim?
No questions.
Darcy?
No questions.
Just one question that I thought of. All the wood, the exposed wood here, is that going to be painted or protected in any way?
I don't have that information, but I can sure inquire and get you an answer. I can get you an answer on that. I don't know if they have any plans on. I know that they usually do a pretty good job maintaining these things, so,
I mean, there's also a metal bracket back there. Is
Yeah.
that galvanized?
yeah, we'll, as far as the bracket that's holding the sign, yeah, we'll paint that and make sure that that's not gonna rust, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
Okay, Doug?
And it gets no electric service?
Correct.
These three don't have any electric?
Just the front one has that
The
external.
front one.
That's it, yep.
I have no questions.
Okay, and I haven't got questions either.
So Doug Rat will make a motion on the signs, application 24-032, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the west side of the structure located at 907 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Strybert votes to approve.
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
Dan Silva vote to approve as well. All right, Sam.
Okay. Sign number 24, or application number 24-33, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the east side of the structure located at 907 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
All right,
Okay. So same situation as the west sign, this is the east side, and same, no changes to size, just replacing the sign with the same panels as the other roof signs.
all righty, Tim?
No questions.
No questions.
Sam?
No questions.
No questions.
No questions either.
So Doug Rat will make a motion on the signs, application 24-033, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the east side of the structure located at 907 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
The motion is made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Dan Silva votes to approve, too. Thank you.
Okay.
Doug, if you start getting a hoarse voice, Tim can take over.
Okay, we have application number 24-54, Bank of America, care of Pro Sign Service. Application to replace the existing window, door signage, the window and door signage on the structure located at 907 Main Street. Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the last item. These are just the door graphics. There is a line that says Bank of America. There's other information such as like no smoking, no pets, stuff like that. This is mainly just informational, regulatory type of information. We were able to shrink the graphic size down so that it got under the 10% of the window square footage for you guys.
That's why it complies, huh? All righty, Tim?
Same graphics on both east and west?
Yeah, exactly.
No further questions.
No questions.
Sam?
I have no questions.
No questions.
Nor do I.
So under application signs, Doug Grattan will make a motion, application 24-054. Is that correct, 54?
Yep.
Bank of America care of Pro Sign Service, application to replace the existing window/door signage on the structure located at 907 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion is made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank
You
you.
bet. Okay.
Okay. Now, under application number 24-35, 24-36, 24-37, 24-38, and 24-39, Cape Cod 5 Savings Bank, care of Poyant Signs, has an application to replace the directional signs, reserve parking at
At Cape Cod 5?
application to replace the directional sign, reserve parking, and Cape Cod 5 parking. Oh, God, why does this?
You want me to read it?
Reserved located at 548 Main Street. The proposed signs, the Central Permitting Coordinator has determined comply with the sign bylaw.
All righty. Hello, folks.
Good afternoon. I'm Bethany Leonard, and I'm with Poyant Signs.
I'm Andrea Ponte with Cape Cod 5.
So we are, so they have 4 existing customer parking only signs on the property and then 1 handicap sign. So we are proposing to replace those. Cape Cod 5 is recently undergoing a rebrand. So we are updating all of their signage to correspond with the new branding that they are doing. So we are proposing to leave all the signs in the same spots they are in. The panels themselves are slightly smaller than what is currently there. And then the handicap sign is a standard Mass DOT spec sign with the symbol and reserved parking.
Ready. Jim, anything?
New signs and posts, they're gonna be metal, correct?
Yes, they will be aluminum posts.
No further questions.
Darcy?
I have no questions.
Sam?
So, we're just taking this whole lump
Yep.
of signs,
Primarily because of directional signs, Sam, and,
the directional signs.
yeah, and the handicap parking, so there's not much we can do
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
No questions, or do you have questions?
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
Nor do I. Okay.
Okay, so under signs, application number 24-035, 24-036, 24-037, 24-038, and 24-039, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank care of Point signs. Application to replace the directional reserved parking and Cape Cod 5 parking only located at 584 Main Street as presented.
548.
548, excuse me.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Strybert votes to approve.
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
Dan Silver votes to approve. So all I had to do was look down a few lines there, Darcy, had to find the ones that are all together.
It's okay.
All righty. Did a great job, by the way. Staff did a wonderful job with this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Sam,
So,
we're under again.
excuse me? Under application numbers 24-2-40 and 24-41, Cape Cod 5 Savings Bank care of Poynt signs. A directional sign, enter and exit located at 548 Main Street. Proposed signs comply with the sign bylaw. So,
So here we are proposing to add an enter and then an exit sign. The exit is an exit only, so it's when most people are exiting the drive up or going around if they've already parked in the back. So we just want to clearly mark that that is an exit, so nobody turns in to that. The other side is an entrance and exit, but we want to clearly mark that as the entrance since it is the only entrance to get to the bank. The signs are white aluminum with two posts, double posts, and then they do have the blue graphics that are in vinyl on them to go with the new branding.
okay.
All right, thank you. Tim?
Are you gonna be removing the existing do not enter sign at the drive-through exit, do you know?
The small one that's in the bottom photo?
Yes.
Yes,
No further questions.
Darcy?
Again, the posts are aluminum?
they are.
Okay, thank you.
Sam? Any
I have
questions?
no questions.
Okay, Doug?
And there's no lighting, correct?
No lighting.
Okay. No questions.
Okay, then I have no questions either. All righty.
I have to mention, I do like the color in the font. It's very attractive, so. Okay, under signs, application number 24-040 and 24-041, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank care of Poynt signs, application to install a directional sign, enter and exit located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Doug Ratton votes to, sorry.
Sam Strybert votes to approve, that's all right.
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you. All right, we're still not done with these people yet. All right.
24-49, Cape Cod 5 Savings Bank, care of Poynt signs, application to install a directional sign, do not enter, on the columns of the drive-through structure located at 548 Main Street. Proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
All right, folks.
So there's an existing sign on the columns that says wrong way. So we are proposing to replace that with a standard Mass DOT circular sign that says do not enter, and it will be slightly higher. Just in case someone does miss the exit sign and goes in, we want to make sure they know they cannot enter in this direction.
All righty, Tim?
No, I think it's much brighter, clearer, and prominent. I think it's a good idea. No questions.
Darcy?
I agree, I have no questions.
Sam?
I think it's appropriate.
No questions.
I haven't got any questions either.
Okay, under signs, Doug Ratton will make a motion, application 24-049, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, care of Poynt signs. Application to install a directional sign, do not enter, on the columns on the drive-through structure located at 548 Main Street.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silver votes to approve as well. All right,
Okay, under application numbers 24-42 and 24-43, Cape Cod 5 cents Savings Bank, care of Poignant Sign. Application to replace the ground sign, Cape Cod 5, and drive-up banking at an ATM located at 548 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator has determined that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
thank you. All right, Tim?
No further questions.
Darcy?
Do you want to ask them to do the application? Or no? No, skip it. They haven't said anything about the application.
Oh, you want to tell us what's
I
going on?
can if you want me to. If not, if you have no
Sure.
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
So we are replacing the existing ground sign. The new sign will be a carved sign panel, and then it will keep the existing ground light, so it will continue to be externally illuminated. And the size is roughly the same as what is existing, and it's just, again, updating the branding with the current brand.
All righty, well, now we know, right?
No
Yeah.
questions.
Darcy?
No questions, but it is a much cleaner looking sign. Thank you.
Dan?
No questions.
No questions.
I think it's a lot easier to read. Very good.
Okay, under signs, under application numbers 24-042 and 24-043, Cape Cod 5 cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. Application to replace the ground sign, Cape Cod 5 and drive-up banking and ATM, located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion's made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Dan Silver votes to approve as well. All righty, moving on.
Okay. Under application 24-046, Cape Cod 5 Savings Bank, Cape Cod 5 cents Savings Banks, care of Poignant Signs, application to install a wall sign. Hours of operation on the front of the structure located at 548 Main Street. And the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, folks.
So we are, there is an existing hours sign there currently. We are proposing to replace that with an updated one. The top portion where the logo is will be carved to go with the ground sign. The bottom portion of the hours will be flat vinyl. And it just lists the lobby hours and then the drive-up hours.
Okay. Tim?
No questions.
No questions.
Sam?
No questions.
No questions.
Nor do I have any questions.
Okay, so Doug Grattan will make a motion under signs, application 24-046, Cape Cod 5 cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. Application to install a wall sign, hours of operation, on the front of the structure located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion's made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silver votes to approve as well. All right.
Application number 24-45, Cape Cod 5 cents Savings Bank and care of Poignant Signs. Application to install a wall sign, ATM, on the front of the structure located at 548 Main Street. And the sign requires approval from the sign code Appeals Committee. Okay.
All right, so what are you doing here?
So there is an existing sign above the ATM that is on the outside of the building that says Cape Cod 24 automatic teller. So we are proposing to replace that existing sign with an ATM sign. It just says ATM. It is the blue and the white, and it will be carved to go with the other signs that we are carving. We are on the agenda for zoning, so we have already submitted to go to zoning for their approval.
Okay, thank you. Jim?
No questions.
No questions.
Sam?
Yeah, well, I think you need a big sign to make sure people get the idea that there's an ATM there.
Yes.
So it is a little different in that the field is blue and the lettering is white. But that helps with visibility, I think.
Yeah, that's one of the things, that's why we did it this direction, because of the contrast. If we did white with blue lettering, it would really just blend in with the building because it's white.
The existing sign is sort of frilly, isn't it? I mean, so anyway, I have no questions.
I have no questions.
Okay, Dan Silva has no questions.
Okay, so under signs, application 24-045, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. Application to install a wall sign, ATM, on the front of the structure located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seigel will second the motion.
The motion is made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Seigel votes to approve.
Sam Strobert votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well.
Okay, application number 24-48, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. Application to install a wall sign, Cape Cod 5, on the side of the structure located at 548 Main Street. And the sign code administrator has determined that the proposed sign requires approval of the Sign Code Appeals Committee, as the wall sign does not face a street frontage.
Yes, so we are proposing, they currently don't have an actual building sign on this building. We looked at different elevations of the building. We are proposing to put it on the side. We looked at two different locations. The one that we crossed off is the one we are not going with. Mainly because of the front of this building, when you're looking at it, there really is not an ideal space to put it that isn't blocked by trees or other things facing the road. This is actually visible as you're driving down the road, down Main Street. You can see it from the road. And because this faces the parking lot, we just feel it's a good place for branding when people are exiting their cars to see that this is like the entrance, the two doors to go into.
All right, Tim?
No questions.
No questions.
Sam?
Why did you cross off the one there?
It was different locations that we were playing with, so we decided to put it up higher because if it was down low, we just felt it's more visible from the road as well if it's up higher.
Yeah. Well, it was, if it were lower, and you have it a little low, if it were raised up level with the, whatever that is, a fan or a light, so that it was level with the top of the light, I think it would compose that little square a little better. But I agree with you about visibility. So that's,
I have no questions.
Nor do I.
Okay, so under signs, application 24-048, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. Application to install a wall sign, Cape Cod 5, on the side of the structure located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seigel will second the motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Seigel votes to approve.
Sam Strobert votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well. You're gonna be running out of the room here.
I think there's only one more.
So now we're application number 24-47, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Poignant Signs. application to install a wall sign, hours of operation, on the rear of the structure located at 548 Main Street. Proposed sign, as determined by the Central Permitting Coordinator, requires approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee.
Thank you, Sam.
So this is the same sign that we are proposing to put on the front of the building. Top portion will be carved, the bottom will be ours. Because it's not facing the road and because it's more than one, we are going to zoning for it. We are already on the agenda for the end of the month. And it will replace the existing hours that they have. It's 2 entrances, so you can enter the lobby from either side.
All right, Tim,
No questions.
No questions.
Sam,
No questions.
I have no questions.
Dan Silver has no questions either.
Okay, Doug Grattan will make a motion on the signs, application 24-047, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Point Signs. Application to install a wall sign, hours of operation, on the rear of the structure located at 548 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Tim,
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Dan Silver votes to approve as well.
One more.
So we're up to application number 24-044, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Point Signs, application to install a wall sign, clearance 7 foot 6 inches, on the rear of the drive-through structure located at 548 Main Street.
So for this one, we are just looking to replace what's there, using the current branding. There's currently an existing clearance sign with the same clearance, and we're just proposing to replace it with the new with the white and the blue.
Okay, so this is going to be, require approval from the Sign Code Appeals. Imagine you get your application for that, right?
We do.
All righty. Tim,
No questions.
No questions.
It's incredibly small compared to the signage that you, but I prefer it, lining up with the existing architecture, so that makes it really, I would approve it.
Yeah, because the existing, we're trying to stay on that lip, because if it overhangs on below, it's just gonna make the clearance even less.
Yeah, makes
Doug?
It's probably the most important sign they're hanging. I have no questions.
Okay, and I have no questions as well. All
I'm
right,
gonna get hit anyway, so. Okay, so under signs, application 24-044, Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, care of Point Signs. Application to install a wall sign, clearance 7 feet 6 inches, on the rear of the drive-through structure located at 548 Main Street, as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
motion made and seconded. Tim,
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Dan Silver votes to approve.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Excellent job.
Okay, so the next application, 24-050, Well Done International Groceries, care of Carnell Clark. Application to replace the existing roof sign on the structure located at 1583 Main Street.
All right. Hi, my name is Lindsay Fitzgerald. I'm representing Colonel Clark for proposition of a new sign for a new business. Did he pass along photos of?
Excuse me, is the green light on the,
Yes, it
okay,
is.
there we go, okay.
Okay. Was he able to pass along? Oh, perfect. Okay, so, Well Done International Grocery, so this is what is proposed to be on top of the building, outside of the front door, so it is an aluminum sign. made, was it that, and this is a mock-up from, was it the Chatham Sign Company? So, pretty straightforward with that.
All righty. Tim?
Just a question on the color of the sign. Is that the business's colors? Is that branded or is that?
No, if there's something he needs to change, he's open to that, so if there's any feedback on such
I have a little bit of a problem with the color. But I'll defer to the rest of the board.
Darcy?
Yeah, I agree with Tim. If you could reverse it somehow, make the background white and black. I think you have the ladder board sign coming up, which is it black and white or blue and white?
I believe that's black.
If you could do something like that, I think it'd probably be more historically correct.
Sam?
Well, I think not only historically correct, but more compatible with the buildings and the signs that are already existing. So I would support removing the red and have black letter on a white background. And there are ways of getting it more eye-catching. A serif type font has the ability to catch eyes, whereas these big square letters just fall into a background. So,
Perfect, I will relay that message, thank you.
okay.
Okay, Ken?
I agree also. I think the red is just too much. I believe Asian Paradise next door is the white with the red letters, and that would probably be even more, with the rest
Yeah, I
of the
think
building
there's 1,000 options. I myself, excuse me for interrupting, I myself would prefer that be maroon,
Yeah,
a really deep red.
absolutely.
Deep breath.
And
No,
everything
it's
would-
gonna clash, well,
Well, clash
the
with
existing sign is not approved, the Asian Paradise.
Oh, it's
what?
not?
Existing sign.
Oh, I know.
No, they're gonna remove that, right?
No, it's not them. This is next door. This
Oh,
is
I wonder
going,
why it wasn't shown up there.
yeah.
Okay, all righty, yeah.
So she already changed, the next application is for, as you pointed out,
ladder
a
sign.
ladder sign. And the ladder sign has a bluish background, which
Dark blue, yeah.
would accomplish the same thing. So, anyway, I think we should take it into consideration.
Yeah, I don't know really how to approach this because we are talking about this particular application.
So should she withdraw this application and then
Well, if she
resubmit?
agrees to change it,
Or agrees to change?
I mean, she can change it, she's welcome to change it, but I don't know if you should reference the next application or not, but I guess.
come back.
Whatever you need me to
She
relay
said to
today,
come back
happy to do
with
that.
the,
Oh, with the new colors, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that would require a new application.
No, just
her
an
part.
amendment, or whatever you want to call it.
If she could come back with a new rendering, we can just continue it to the next meeting.
Okay. We can continue it to the next meeting.
Well, that's what I was gonna do, yeah. Okay.
We'll need to request.
All right, if you request a continuance, give you an opportunity to make the change, then come back.
Same day or with the next meet? Next meet, 2 weeks, okay, sure, we
That give you a
Yeah, something
chance to
done
get the
in 2
material
weeks.
together.
request. Okay, to we continue for the next meeting.
Okay.
Request,
yes,
yes.
Which is on what? We have to have a day specific.
The next meeting is May 1st.
So I'm going to make a motion, we continue this hearing until the May 2nd meeting?
Okay,
All right.
Darcy Sequel, second motion's the first, right?
May 1st.
May 1st, I'm off a day, and street number.
Tim Gilmore votes to push the meeting off till the next meeting.
Darcy Sequin votes to continue till May 1st.
Sam Stryver votes to continue to May 1st.
Doug Grattan votes to continue until May 1st.
And Dan Silva votes to continue, move it to May 1st. Come back, all right, very good.
all right, thank you.
We'll go to
You
the
want to
next
do the
one.
next one?
Yeah.
The ladder
So
sign.
the
that's
next
okay?
one, yeah.
Perfect, yes.
24-51, Well Done International Groceries, care of Carnell Clark. Application to install a ladder board on the existing ground sign located at 1579 Main Street. And the proposed sign requires approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee.
All righty. Tim?
There we go.
I don't have any issues with this sign. I think it's very consistent with the other signs on the ladderboards.
All right, Darcy?
I agree, I have no questions.
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
Dan Silver hasn't got any questions.
Okay, under signs, application 24-051, Well Done International Groceries, care of Carnell Clark. Application to install a ladder board on the existing ground sign located at 1579 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Starbird votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silver votes to approve as well. Well done. Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
thank you very much.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, we're on application 24-55, Chatham Kids, care of Sandra Wyckoff. Application to install a hanging sign on the structure located at 584 Main Street. And the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm Antonia Butwell. I'm
Oh
representing
my
Sandy
gosh.
Wyckoff for the proposed sign application. All right.
What can you tell us about the sign?
All right. So the proposed sign is 29 inches by 29 inches, which keeps it just under the maximum square footage of 6 square feet. We're proposing to hang the sign over the sidewalk using a metal bracket, like the one pictured on the top left, which is the neighbor Con Antiques. It will be painted black, and the height will allow the bottom of the sign to hang at least 10 feet, but about 10 feet above the sidewalk. The sign is going to be wood, and the letters will be engraved and raised. I think the image or the slide before this can show that a little bit better. The colors are navy blue and white stripes, light blue border around the lettering, and then a white edge around the whole sign. And then lastly, on the next slide, you can see 2 spotlights mounted on the inside of those roof corbels. Again, similar to how they did it at Con Antiques. So one on either side of the sign, and the conduit would run along the inside of the corbel as well. I think that's it.
All righty, Tim?
What are the proposed hours of the sign being lit? Do you have any idea?
Well, we always put it on a timer so that the signs typically go on about 4 o'clock and off at 11.
No further questions.
Darcy?
I think it's an attractive sign, eye-catching, and I have no questions.
Sam?
So the lettering of the sign is the dragon blue, and what is the Old Navy?
Can you go back to the previous slide? The
Is the black, is
Oh,
the
the Old
bracket?
Navy is really a navy blue, which is the stripes.
It's the bracket and the frame of,
Is black.
okay. I have no further questions.
Doug?
It's a great-looking sign. I don't have any questions.
I haven't got any questions either.
Okay, so under signs, Doug Grattan will make a motion. Application 24-055, Chatham Kids, care of Sandra Wyckoff. Application to install a hanging sign on the structural located at 584 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Starbird votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silver votes to approve. It's cute. I don't know if it's historical, but it's cute.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, site improvement, 24-034, Elwood's Raw Bar, care of Tanya Cahill. Application to construct a semi-enclosed outdoor patio area located at 309 Orleans Road.
Alrighty. Good afternoon, folks.
Hello again. I'm Tanya Khalil.
I'm David Eldridge, co-owners of Elwood's Raw Bars.
All right, so what are you proposing here? What you got going?
We are here today to hopefully receive your approval to enclose the empty space outside of what is to be Elwood's Raw Bars. We would like to put in a 4-foot white picket vinyl fence. It would have a 5-foot opening, which would be directly across from the entrance doors to Elwood's Raw Bars. We would like to install a 12 by 12 concrete pavers to make it, bring it up to ADA compliance. We're looking to put some wine barrels in, that would be for standing room only, right there, as well as 2 picnic tables. And those 2 picnic tables, we're not certain if we would need umbrellas because we are only open from 3 to 8. But if we do need the umbrellas, we would like to have those. And they would be the exact same umbrellas that Perk Cafe currently uses. So it's a red umbrella.
Okay.
We'd like seashells on both sides of the paver area, which seashells were there previously. They were taken up for the movie series. Grass was put down. We'd like to put the seashells back.
You're not planning on any umbrellas or anything, right?
We are asking for umbrellas. We're not sure if we're actually going to need them. We're not certain how the sun is going to hit at the hours that we're open, but we would like your approval. Again, those would be the exact same umbrellas that Perk Cafe is currently using.
Okay, alrighty. Tim?
Would those barrels be used for food consumption as well if it's standing room only?
Yes, so it would be for takeout only, for standing for food and beverage.
Okay.
Anything that goes out on our patio is takeout only.
Any proposed lighting for out there? I know it's 4 to 8 or 3 to 8, but do you see any need for any lighting out there?
We don't for the hours that we're open. As it cools off into the fall, we see more people being indoors than outside.
No further questions.
Darcy?
Did you say the fence was going to be vinyl?
Yes,
Okay,
white vinyl
thank you,
fence.
that's all I have.
Do we have a picture of the fence?
Yes, well, sorry, that's
Okay, very good.
hard to
Thank
see,
you.
but that's it.
The public can see it, yep. All right.
It's very similar to what is at Chatham Works, so we thought it would just continue over.
Okay, Sam?
I think I understand what this is going to look like. And I think the fact that you have white shells, I mean, the picture that you have of this, of just dirt, would be disastrous. But
Correct.
The white shells behind the white fence, and the fact that the white fence matches a neighbor, makes sort of a standard, sets a standard and from one end of the parking lot to the other. So you begin to pull in all the other businesses as well. So I think this is going to be quite attractive and useful. I think the barrels, a little hokey, don't work. What do you do with it exactly?
Well, there's sort of like, hopefully we'll have some people waiting to get a table, so that would be a nice space for them to sort of hang out with their drink or.
People are going to inhabit the picnic table because they're going to want to sit down and eat, handling things. So then, okay, so anyway, you'll work it out as time goes on because you'll see what works and what doesn't.
Exactly.
And I think the fence is such of an enclosing thing that it isn't necessary to put the barrels in a line or to do anything design-wise inside. It's informal.
Correct.
So that would be my,
Doug?
I think it looks very nice. I don't have any questions.
Okay, I'd just make a comment that might be a chuckle or two, but in fact, when they started cutting those barrels in half and using them for various reasons, It brought the attention of the ATF, who went around town checking to see what the businesses wanted them for. Cigar, whiskey barrels, and wine barrels, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, yeah.
We'll inspect them and make sure they're empty.
All set?
Alrighty, yep.
So Doug Grant will make a motion on the site improvement, application 24-034, Elwood's Raw Bar, care of Tanya Cahill. Application to construct a semi-enclosed outdoor patio in the area located at 309 Orleans Road as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I think it's gonna be
Thank
cute.
you.
Yeah, again,
Okay, we're on application 24-052, Sweet Dreams Ice Cream and Candy, care of Corey Meadows. Application to install exterior lighting over the existing wall sign and on the east side of the structure located at 1579A Main Street.
good afternoon, sir.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. For the record, Corey Metters. I'm here. My wife and I, Rebecca and I, own Sweet Dreams Ice Cream and Candy. This is our second summer coming up, and we have a exterior lighting proposal with three main elements. I will go through them. First is we want to install four base light gooseneck lightings, basically to illuminate the Sweet Dreams Ice Cream and Candy sign. Basically, these four fixtures are exactly what you see over Larry's signs right now. Same brand, same design, same style, same size. So they will be matching on both sides of the building itself. Second element we're looking for is right above the kind of the middle of the picture. There's a kind of a random little fixture that's there. We want to remove that and put a double spotlight or floodlights at the peak. Basically, it's the same light kind of fixture you're going to see above Shop Ahoy Liquor. In the peak there, there's two little floodlights. We're going to do the same thing right there. I will note on the right and left, it's kind of cut off in this picture here. There are two existing solar lights. The one on the left actually snapped in two over the winter, but both of those are going to be removed and cleaned out. They've seen better days, and I think it's time for them to remove them. The third main element is on the side of the building where the parking is. We're asking for two base light gooseneck light fixtures. These fixtures are actually the same fixtures that are on the Dogfish Taco location in the back. This picture obviously didn't come out too well, but it's the same fixture you see in the background a little bit. Same fixture, same size, same brand, everything like that. These lights will be on timers, so at nighttime after we shut down, they're gonna go off automatically and then reset up again, during the nights throughout the summer. So it's pretty straightforward request, I hope, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
All righty, Tim?
I think it's very consistent with what's currently in the plaza, so I have no questions.
You, Darcy?
I agree. I have no questions.
Sam?
I have no questions.
I have no questions, and condolences for your dad too, Corey, hasn't seen you. So.
Thank you very much.
Corey, I noticed there was a door on the last picture you showed us.
Yep.
I guess I'm just gonna make a blank statement. So you're gonna have enough lighting to cover all the building codes? I didn't see a light on that back door. You didn't mention anything there.
The backside door,
Yeah,
that door, I mean, it's unlocked, it's not an entrance or exit, it's just it's a door we have. That's a hard door, not that picture, but the other picture.
Right. Yeah,
Right on that door right there.
yeah,
That door it's unlocked, but it's not a door we use for entrance and entrance in, because obviously you can see by the parking situation.
Right.
The way cars are parked, it's traversing that area, the little gravel area, it's a little difficult,
okay, as I
so-
say, it was just the building code, that's all it was.
Okay, no,
I was trying to save you a trip back, Corey,
I will
that's all.
bring that to the attention of the owner of the building.
Okay, because you are required to have a light by every door, so.
Okay, so under site improvements, Doug Grant will make a motion for application 24-052, Sweet Dreams Ice Cream and Candy, care of Corey Metters. application to install exterior lighting over the existing wall sign and on the east side of the structure located at 1579A Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sigmund will second the motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sigmund votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Corey. Good luck down there.
When are you opening?
Memorial Day weekend for the Sweet Dreams,
Okay.
West Chaboy Plaza.
Well, sweet dreams between now and then.
Thank you very much.
All right. We are administrative approval exemptions. 24-58, Three Fins Coffee, care of Ronald Reddick,
Reddick.
Reddick,
Redneck.
excuse me, Ronald Reddick, ratification of a certificate of administrative approval to replace the existing roof on the structure located at 251 Kroll Road.
All righty. And thank you for pronouncing Kroll Road correctly, Sam.
This administrative approval was seen by Darcy and Doug, and they are replacing it with a Timberland natural shadow charcoal architectural shingle.
So under administrative approval, application 24-058, Doug Grattan will make a motion for Three Fins Coffee, care of Ronald Reddick, ratification of a certificate of administrative approval to replace the existing roof on the structure located at 251 Kroll Road as presented.
Darcy Sigmund will second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sigmund votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes, oops, sorry, do it.
Dan Silva
Sam
votes to approve
Stryber
as well.
votes to
Bad
approve.
day. And Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Don't worry about it.
You only got one more, Doug. Or two more, actually.
No? 24-56, Colonial Building LLC, care of Conserve Group Incorporated. Ratification of certificate of administrative approval to replace existing siding and clapboard on the remaining sections of the building.
This was also seen by Darcy and Doug. It's the Colonial Building. Certain sections were already approved, but upon doing construction, they noticed there was a lot more rot and needed to be done, and they wanted to do the entire perimeter of the building to make everything consistent.
Okay.
All right. So under administrative approval / exemption, application 24-056, Colonial Building LLC, care of Conserve Group, Inc. Ratification of a certificate of administrative approval to replace the existing siding and clapboard on the remaining sections of the building as presented.
Darcy Sigmund will second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. Before we vote, I think it's funny the way that this is written on the remaining sections. What, the rest of it gone? All right. Tim?
Tim Gilmore votes to approve.
Darcy Sigmund votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve. This, okay, now the second of the two I told you.
Doug Grattan makes a motion to adjourn.
Darcy Sigmund votes to, no. Time to go home. Darcy Sigmund seconds the motion.
Tim Gilmore votes to adjourn.
Darcy Sigmund votes to approve.
Sam Stryber votes to approve the
Doug
motion.
Grattan votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well. Thank you, staff. Thank you. Chantel did a wonderful job.
Great job, Chantel.